Guys, welcome back, and this is week 2 of May. So I want us to quickly look at EU and what's our expectation for EU and how can we benefit from EU this second week. EU is bearish on more higher time frame. EU is bearish, as we all know. We've been practically looking at entries for sell entries, but on a more confirmation level, EU is retracing back to a supply. Why? Because we have some unmitigated supplies that EU has not really touched, and price is presently retracing back to a demand, and after that demand we have another demand. So presently we are actually in a retracement. Okay, so this is a retracement choke. Price came back into it, tap into the supply. We have a reaction, and we have a drop. Then we have this unmitigated supply. We have another supply here. Price reacted to this minor retracement demand, and inside this minor supply, price sold off to this demand. Now price tapped this demand, not really a close candle, formation. Price tapped into the demand and retraced. So if price is retracing, where is the likely place price is going to retrace into? Now take note, this supply that held is still the same supply that broke this. So if I'm to feed my supply feed zone from here, price is showing me that price is coming into this zone, and now with that I realize also that in this reaction I still have a supply here because I have an impulsive sell here. So I have a rally base, rally drop. Now this candle here overrides the two candles, the one by the left and the one by the right. This middle candle overrides the two, so this candle is my interesting candle. This is where I'm looking to sell. So presently we are inside a retracement back into this candle, and if you could see, we have a breaker block here that is making this guy not react. This is a reaction from this demand here that was taken. So this guy was taken and price flipped it. So let me show you what I mean. Here we have this, let me use another color. Let me do something like this. It's too light. Let me use something like this. So here is supposed to be the next demand that will push price higher, but instead it was taken and price is presently inside as a flip. Okay, so if price is inside as a flip, now we're expecting price to form a bearish continuation of this zone to the downside, and if this breaker block is not selling, then this is a flip zone, not a breaker block, then this major supply here will sell. So from this zone, let's go down to monthly. Now from a monthly view, you can still see this industrial candle. Price broke it, price retraced it, and when price retraced it, we have some reaction inside this zone. This is the change of character inside the zone. This is the AUUSD chalk at the bottom. This is the AUUSD chalk. So this is where price took out this low, because this is a full length drop, then price took the two out. When price took the two out, price came back into the supply. So price is supposed to take let me click this. Price is supposed to take this guys out. This guy. Price is supposed to do this to take this guy out. So I have the retracement BMS. Okay, so we have a retracement BMS. So we have a check. Price came back, tapped into the zone back, and we have a retracement BMS waiting. So we are waiting to see price drop off this zone. Okay, so let's go down to weekly. Weekly also have some other views. Now on the weekly, price is looking different. Why? Because this retracement has some demands that has not been filled yet, and those demands are really interacting with what we have. So let's look at when price tapped into here. We have a drop-based drop. This didn't drop. Instead, we have a rally-based rally. So this is where the choke happened. So when this choke happened here, price came back, didn't tap into it, continue, came back, continue, came back, continue. Immediately we drop, we tapped into this demand. So when we tapped into this demand, we have drop-based drop, rally-based rally. We have a change again to the upside, signifying that we are going higher. So when we have this change, we have a push, a retrace, a push, tap into this major supply, and we have a retracement back that shows that we are retracing again. That took this one out. Let me bring it to the right side. Is it the right side, left side? Yeah. Then we came back into the supply, and boom, we break it out. So we have this last man supply in. We have this last man supply. So for this supply to hold for me, I want to see the high taken. Once it takes out this high, then we can see a drop. You can see a drop for this high to take. So we are presently in a supply, and on a more higher note, we are looking at this a demand. So presently we are inside this overall structure. But for me, I feel like price is retracing, but this kind of correction is absurd. So we have to take note of this. If this can be impulsive, then price has changed from buy to sell, because I'm expecting this to be a corrective mode. Price has changed from buy to sell. So you can see how price climbed back. We have a corrective climbing, and when price does, we have 3 candles forming here. 1, 2, 3. Retraced. 1, 2, 3. We are seeing big break candles. So for so far, this is the only candles that are green that I realize that they are looking really interesting. This is the only candle that I feel that they are looking really interesting and they are making waves. This is the only candle that I see that is making waves. So I'm just in here. I actually took some trade of this buy, so let's go down to daily. So please, I would like this not to show on daily, so that yes, it should just up on weekly, so that we can have a more view on daily. So you can see on daily here, when price tapped into here, we still have an unmitigated demand here. This is the daily demand. This is the daily demand here. I think I now have daily demand with, yes, I like that red. It's only for daily demand. So you can see this daily demand is intact, untouched. So I'm waiting for price to retrace. So when price retraces, I have what? Rally base rally. This is where the choke happened, and price goes, price tapped into it, we have a continuation. So this last demand is here until we see a proper retracement, bam, into this place. That's when we can assume that price retracing into this demand. But what I feel is price is likely to tap into this supply and clear out that demand. So I'm still holding on to my sales here, and my break even is, I'm holding on to my buy. My break even is here on this present day low. This present day low, this is where my break even, because I know Friday low has to be taken. So I don't want to miss the opportunity of losing that profit. So I just want to see what today closes like, then tomorrow. You can see that we are having weakness in demand in this daily close. If I zoom in, there's weakness in this demand. So it's really giving me concern that it looks like sellers are beginning to push in this space, because there's a fair value gap from this to this guy. There's a fair value gap here. So sellers are beginning to push. So, but this is the supply I'm looking at. This is the supply I'm looking at. So I'm waiting for the supply to mitigate, and I'm still holding my buy here, but I'm interested in this sell. So I would love to sell here, probably on a confirmation entry like this. I really prefer a confirmation entry, because sometimes price will just weak everybody out and now start forming here. So I feel like I should wait for a confirmation entry in this zone before I enter, and sometimes you might not see confirmation entry on a higher time frame. It might be as low as the lower time frame. So I'm waiting for the close of today, because today is looking poppish. It came up and now it's closing at about 50% of the candle. So it might push like that until it gets here. So fine, but if it doesn't, I'm interested in sell here, but I will wait for a confirmation setup before I get into the sell setup. But in this buy, I got a good entry on my 4-hour. On my 4-hour, I got a good entry. So let's see how it looks on my 4-hour. So I didn't enter on this 4-hour. This was where I entered. I didn't enter here. This one gave us entry, tap back into it. This was where I was not interested in. When it cleared the daily high, then I knew we are going in. So I now started seeing all this liquidity of last week. Then I saw market drop. I think NFP was around here. I had one entry on Thursday around here. Then on Friday, NFP tapped into it. Yes, I remember NFP. It was this guy. I spotted this rally formation inside the demand zone. I knew that it's coming back for that continuation setup. So I had this as this was the NFP setup that I got. So inside this entry formation, I had another entry, boom, and that entry was sweet for me, and it went all the way. It went all the way up. So we probably have another entry here, but I ain't sure I'm going to take into this entry again. Once price should take my break even out, I'm good. In fact, I will probably close one trade, maybe this trade. I didn't close this trade here though. I'll probably close one trade for today, just to be on the safer side though. I'll just close some trade. Just hold for another entry. Close another trade. Okay, I think I closed two trade now. I closed my two position because price is actually struggling to go up. So if I see tomorrow price come down in here, I may risk one position just to complete the setup. But if this demand gets taken, then boom, we are out. So that's what I'm looking out for. EU, I'm waiting for EU to sell in this zone, but price, and positively there's no serious news lately, so let's see how it goes on EU. But I've been able to bank a little profit on that move, and it's fine, it's good by me, no problem, not hidden agenda. So it went well, it gave me a good profit, and it's really because DXY is also retracing, so I feel that's why we are having this move. So this can look like a change of character, a retracement. So we have a drop, a base, and if we have this drop again that clears this low, then we will have a supply here that just brings this that should be cleared also here. So whichever one it is, just let me clear out my I'm out on these two positions. So I'll wait for this position to come in. When this position comes in, if I want to risk a buy, good. If I don't want to risk a buy, then I'm good, I'm fine. I'll just wait to see a more precise because this is a little bit wider than this. I like this entry because this entry was not really wide, but it's a good one. So this week I'm still expecting price to sell in this zone. This is where I'm expecting price to come into. So if price don't come into this zone, fine, I'll wait for a good setup to form on EU before I get an entry. Okay, thank you guys, that's what I have for EU tonight. Love you guys and see you guys, bye.